you are facing any problem as a businessman, the solution is research. Because only research can create, only research can generate and provide information to find out the problem as well as to solve your problem. So to find out any business opportunity, to solve any business problem, as well as to understand the current trend of business, you must conduct research. Actually, without conducting research or without having proper information, it is quite impossible for you to get better opportunity as well as to solve any business problem. So particularly looking for business opportunity as well as facing the business problem, facing the business any problematic situation, as well as observe the current trend, current issue. Business manager need to conduct research. So for all sort of decision making, you need research knowledge, you need research findings. So this is the main issue here that I'm going to share with you, type of business research actually. So in previous chapter, we have got some idea about research method, methodology, and other aspect. Now let us see type of business research. What type of business research you can conduct, or what type of business research are needed to generate information to identify the business opportunity to solve the business problem. Usually, business research can be classified on the basis of technical purpose. It means on the basis of conducting research, on the basis of research technique, we can classify business research into three. Number one, exploratory research. Number two, descriptive research. Number three, causal research. Irrespective of actually any issues, when you are thinking, when you are planning business, you will have three options to identify the business opportunity, to solve the business problem. You will have three options: exploratory research, descriptive research, and causal research. It implies that you people can conduct three types of research in the field of business or relevant area of business. In the first chapter, we have seen different relevant area of business, like marketing, like management, like merchandising, like finance, banking, supply chain management, and other relevant area. What we said, in all areas, manager need research knowledge. Manager need research-based information to make successful business decision. So, to conclude, we can say business research usually three types: exploratory research, descriptive research, and causal research. So let us see what is exploratory, what is descriptive, and what is causal research. Here, I will give you some basic understanding about this type of research. Like first, exploratory research. Listen to me carefully. Don't need to read line to line. Exploratory research. The research when you need to explore something. Particularly, exploratory research is conducted to explore new thing, which has not come on surface before. Which has not come on surface before. So to explore completely new thing, we need to conduct exploratory research. As an example, we can say coronavirus. This virus has not come on the surface before. People across the world first noticed this virus in 2020, early 2020. So, if you want to identify actually what causes coronavirus, you need to conduct exploratory research. Similarly, for all sort of innovation, all sort of new development, all sort of new technology comes through exploratory research. So, to some, we can say when we need to explore new thing, completely new thing, which has not come on the surface before, or people don't have any idea or understanding or information about the issues, you need to conduct exploratory research. Another is descriptive research. Descriptive research actually is conducted to describe the characteristics of something. So when you need to know the characteristics of something, you should conduct descriptive research, like characteristics of the market, characteristics of the population. Let's say youngster, teenager, they prefer soft drinks and energy drinks. Okay, but we don't know. We only know youngster or like teenager, they prefer soft drinks or energy drinks more, or they prefer energy drinks more than soft drinks. But we don't know who are they, what are their social background, what are their educational background, and which class of the society they are from, whether they are male or female, we don't know. So when you need to know the characteristics of the customer, characteristics of the population, characteristics of the potential customer for a product or service, or demographic characteristics of the customer or people, you should conduct descriptive research. As well, if you want to know actually why do teenagers prefer like energy drinks more than the soft drinks, why do they prefer energy drinks more than the soft drinks? To know these issues, you also need to conduct descriptive research. So exploratory research is conducted to explore new thing. Descriptive research is conducted to describe the characteristics of people, characteristics the population, characteristics the market, or others. However, causal research is it little bit different than the exploratory research and descriptive research. Causal research is conducted to obtain the evidence or identify the cause and effect relationship. Obtain the evidence or identify the cause and effect relationship. Every incident, every occurrence contain two things.
Girls want
Every incident, every occurrence has two variables. One is cause, another is effect. So when you need to define, or when you need to identify actually which one is cause, which one is effect, as well as what is the relationship between cause and effect, you need to conduct causal research. One should be cause, another should be effect. Let's say if you put or if you give fertilizer in your land, the production will grow off. If you use fertilizer in your land, the production will grow off. If you offer more promotional activities like promotion, advertisement, or sales promotion, your sale will increase. So two incidents here. One is you are offering advertisement or sales promotion. Another is your sales is increasing. So here The cause is offering the promotional activity. This is cause. And its effect is increasing the sale increase. So two things. So when you need to identify the relationship between two things as well as which one is cause, which one is effect, you should conduct causal research. Like fertilizer and crops. Here fertilizer is cause. Increased production of crop is effect. So when you need to know the causal relationship or cause and effect relationship, you need to conduct causal research. So you understand three: exploratory research, descriptive research, causal research. So if you have any query, any question, you can ask me. You can share. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Okay, let's proceed. So we are talking about different type of research, particularly different type of business research, exploratory research, descriptive research, and causal research. Sometimes it seems difficult to identify whether the research is exploratory or descriptive and causal. Sometimes it seems you difficult to define. In this
আমি
case,
এই
one
গ্রুপে
point
ফিউচারে
you
যেগুলো
should look
সেগুলো
into,
আস্তে আস্তে দেওয়ার
like,
চেষ্টা করবো প্রতিদিনই।
actually exploratory research is conducted particularly for ambiguous or ambiguity issue, which are a little bit complex. We don't have any idea, we don't have any understanding, any information or others. In this case, we should conduct exploratory research. So if you have a look here, you can see there are some examples also here. I will pass you the slide, and if you have a look, you can easily understand. But so if your problem is totally unaware, unknown, you should conduct exploratory research. But descriptive research, problem is aware, you know the problem, but you don't know the nature of the problem. Let's say what we said, we know actually teenager they prefer energy drinks, but we don't know who are they, from which family background they are from, whether they are male or female, what are their academic or educational background. We don't know, we don't have such idea. So when you need to know this information, as well as why teenager prefer energy drinks more than soft drinks, when you need to know these type of issues, you should conduct descriptive research. But in causal research, problem is clearly defined. You know there are two variables that causes the incident. Two variables that causes, or two variables are associated with this incident. One is cause, another is effect. You know, if you use fertilizer in your field, the crops will grow up. But you don't know how much fertilizer you should put in your land and how much increased production you will get. You don't know. So when you need to know this thing, you should conduct causal research. Let's say I'm asking you one question. Say 1 kilogram fertilizer price is 20 taka. 1 kilogram fertilizer price is 20 taka. So if you use 1 kilometer fertilizer, or if you put 1 kilometer fertilizer in your field, you will get 2 kilogram or you will get 2 kilogram more production. If you use 1 kilogram fertilizer, you will get 2 kilogram more production. 1 kilogram fertilizer price is 20 taka, and 1 kilogram crops price whatever it is, paddy, rice, whatever it, what 1 kilogram production cost is, paddy price is 9 taka. Let's say আমরা ধানই যদি বলি, ধানের প্রাইস হচ্ছে 9 টাকা, 1 কেজি ধানের দাম হচ্ছে 9 টাকা. So if you used 1 kilogram fertilizer in your paddy or in your field, 2 kilogram production may be increased. So my question, whether using fertilizer is profitable or not?
স্যার লসই তো থাকতেছে স্যার, 2 টাকা মনে হচ্ছে।
মনে হওয়ার কিছুই নেই, এটা সার্টেইনলি লস। ঠিক আছে, সার্টেইনলি লস। তাহলে শুড ইউ ইউজ ফার্টিলাইজার?
নো স্যার।
আপনি কি ফার্টিলাইজার ইউজ করবেন? করবেন না, তাই না? দরকার কি আমার? রাদার লিভ ইট, কিপ ইট অ্যাজ ইট ইজ। এটা যেভাবে ছেড়ে দেন ওভাবে রেখে দেন, ওইটাই আপনার জন্য লাভজনক। সো when you need to know the relationship between cause and effect, you should conduct causal research. Let's say we know cell increase depend on various factors. Cell increasing depends on various factors. And if I ask you what are those factors, some of you may say, okay sir, if we reduce the price, our sale may be increased. Another may say, like if we increase the product quality, our sale may be increased. Another person may be said like, okay sir, not only price reduced, not only quality increased, যদি আমরা কি করি,
advertising sir,
প্রচার, yes, যদি আমরা if we offer different type of promotional activities, our sales may be increased. Okay, very good, no problem, you can do it. But question is whether it is effective, whether it is profitable or not. আপনি যে 1 টাকা সেল কমায় প্রোডাক্টের প্রাইস কমায় দিবেন, দিয়ে বিক্রয় বাড়বে, সেই বিক্রয় কি প্রফিটেবল হবে কিনা, দিস ইজ দ্য কোশ্চেন। আপনি বিজ্ঞাপন দিবেন, বিজ্ঞাপনের পিছনে প্রচুর খরচ আছে, লট অফ কস্ট ইনকাটস, লট অফ মানি ইউ হ্যাভ টু ইনভেস্ট ফর প্রমোশন। এত দিয়ে বিজ্ঞাপন দিলেন, সেল বাড়লো, কিন্তু প্রফিটেবল হলো কিনা? বিজ্ঞাপন দিলেন 1 লক্ষ টাকার, সেল বাড়লো 85,000 টাকা, তাহলে ইজ ইট প্রফিটেবল? ফর শিওর নট। That is why you need to examine the cause and effect relationship. So this is another thing, more explanation about exploratory research, descriptive research, and causal research. When you should use exploratory research or descriptive or causal, and what are the approaches that can be used in different type of research. So if you please have a look, you can easily understand this. So I am not going to discuss this issue. So this is all about different type of research: exploratory research, descriptive research, and causal research. So have you got preliminary idea about this issue? Dharana clear? Okay, let's proceed. Now, what about the type of research is exploratory or descriptive or causal? What about the type of research is exploratory, descriptive, or causal? You have to know how to conduct this type of research. How to conduct this type of research. Like, let's say, in our country, what we see, there are different type of house. Like in mega city, we see multi-story building. In some city, we see duplex building, or somewhere we see like tin shed terrace building. এই গ্রামের দিকে যদি please don't unmute yourself, please. So if you look at surrounding, what we see, different type of house, multi-story building, duplex building, or tin shed, or even claymate house, মাটির তৈরি ঘরও দেখা যায়, তাই না? এখন দেখেন multi-story building এর structure, or duplex building এর structure, or tin shed house, or claymate house, সবগুলো স্ট্রাকচার কি একই রকম? নয়, একই রকম নয়। এক একটার স্ট্রাকচার এক এক রকম। Similarly, different type of research like exploratory, descriptive, and causal. Different type of research follow different type of structure. This means that if you want to conduct exploratory research, you have to follow one type of structure, or if you want to conduct descriptive research, you should follow different type of structure, or causal research, you should follow other type of structure. So structure for all type of research are not same. That is why first you have to know the stage or process of research, how to conduct research, and then you will get to know how to conduct different type of research. So first let us see the common process by which we can conduct a research. All participants to unmute themselves. Actually, business research, like other type of research, scientific research or social science research, also has some sequence or highly relevant activities. All this research follow some common activities. So social science research, scientific research, business research, all sort of research have some common activities. And every research project has exactly the same order sequence of activities. This means that whether your research is scientific or social science or business research, more or less, most of the research follow some common sequence. So we usually see the following business research step. Since we are talking about business research, so to conduct business research, usually we follow the following stage. These are the common stages. These are very common, but you may see some difference in different book, but these are very common stage, common process, common approach. The first stage or first step of research process is problem definition and research objective. First, problem definition and research objective. Second step is planning a research design. Step 3, planning a sampling and population. Stage 4, data collection and field work. Stage 5, analyzing the data. Step 6, formulating the conclusion and preparing the report. So there are 6 steps in the research process. So whether the research is exploratory or descriptive or causal, you have to follow these 6 steps to conduct your research step by step. You should go through step by step. You have to go through step by step. First step, second step, third step, and then till sixth step. So these are the common. So our course, our syllabus, our lecture plan, actually everything are prepared to cover these 6 steps. This means that you should start with the step 1 and you should end your journey at step 6. 1 নম্বরে শুরু করবেন, 6 নম্বরে শেষ করবেন। এবং throughout this course we will try to discuss just these 6 steps. We will try to discuss just these 6 steps. Yes. You want to say something? এই 6টা স্টেপ আপনাকে ফলো করতে হবে, আর এই 6টা স্টেপ শেষ মানে আপনার কোর্স ডান। ঠিক আছে? সো আমরা on what classes or next classes, step by step we will discuss the different step of research process. The first problem definition here, we will talk in details about problem definition. What does mean it, how to define it, and the important thing is each step contain one or more chapter. Each and every step contains one or more chapter. It may be 1 chapter or 2 chapter. At least there will be 6 chapter. This is the chart. This is a chart. The chart shows the research process cycle. Like first, defining research objective, and then you should go to research design, and then sampling and population design, and then fieldwork and data collection, and then data analysis, and finally conclusion and reporting. So this is the research process cycle. So you have to proceed following this cycle. And the cycle also can be explained a little bit more, can be explained in details like this. So if you have a look, please. Your first job is as a researcher, define research objective. Define research objective. So to define the research objective, sometimes you need to conduct exploratory research, like secondary data analysis, previous research, experience survey, case study. So after doing this, you can have, or you can set out your research objective. So when you have already set out your research objective, you should look at the problem definition. And then once your problem is properly defined, you should go for planning the research design. Your problem is now defined. What is your problem? Let's say, okay, very good. Apnar problem hocche kemon? It may be like today you are feeling unusual. Your body temperature is getting high. Today you notice. So when you go to doctor, when you go to see doctor told you, no, this is not the normal fever or headache. This because of something like inconsistent, something like problematic issue. So once your problem is defined, then you should go for planning the research design. That means you have to go for conducting research. But to conduct research, there are different methods you will have, like survey method, experiment method, secondary data analysis, observation. These are the method. And one day I also told you method, and when we are talking about method and methodology. Let's say you want to visit Cox's Bazar. but how to go to Cox's Bazar? You have option like road, you have option like train, you have option like air. Similarly, once your problem is properly defined clearly, now you have to solve the problem. So to solve the same problem, you will have different options like survey, experiment, secondary data analysis, observation. So at this stage, you have to be introduced with different type of methods, as well as you have to decide which method is more effective for your research, as well as why this method is more effective than other method for your research. So once research design is done, then you should go for sampling. এই যে স্যাম্পলিং নিয়ে আমরা কথা বলবো, ডিটেলস স্যাম্পলিং কি, what is sampling, how to select sampling, what are the methods to select sample, how to select sample size, etc. আমরা সেখানে কথা বলবো। তাহলে once you choose a particular method to conduct your research, then you have to go to sampling. যে স্যাম্পলিং বলতে কাদের কাছ থেকে ডাটা নেবে, কারা আপনাকে ডাটা দেবে, তারাই হচ্ছে আপনার স্যাম্পলিং। There are simply two type, probability and non-probability. What is probability, what is non-probability, এটা নিয়ে আমরা কথা বলছি না, এটা নিয়ে কথা বলবো। And then you have to go for fieldwork and data collection. Sample design is done, you have to go for fieldwork and data collection. And once your data collection job is done, you have already collected data, you have to go for data preparation and data processing and analyzing. Data preparation, data processing, data analyzing. And finally, once your data analysis job is successfully done, you have to write a report. You have to write a report and you have to present your report. You have to present your findings. So one day I told you, after completing, you are going to be graduated very soon. You are a student of apparel merchandising management, and you are going to be graduated very soon. And once your coursework are done, or last semester is done, maybe all you have to go for internship program. So over there, after completing your internship, you have to prepare a report. So just to prepare the report, you can follow this diagram. You can follow this diagram. So it will help you to prepare your report. So in summary, this is the research process. So from the next class and onwards, we will discuss step by step each and every stage of research process. তাহলে এই স্টেপটা আমাদের ডান হয়ে গেল, ঠিক আছে। সো ফ্রম নেক্সট ক্লাস থেকে আমরা কথা বলবো কি নিয়ে, স্টেজ অফ research process. The first stage of research process is, the first step of research process is problem definition and research objective. So এরপর থেকে আমরা কথা বলবো step by step, how to define problem, how to set research objective, why problem definition is important, and what process should you follow to define the problem. এই বিষয়গুলো নিয়ে আমরা কথা বলবো, ঠিক আছে। তাহলে কি করা যায়, should I start new chapter?
No, sir.
No, sir.
স্যার নামাজের টাইম হয়ে গেছে তো।
আপনারা কষ্ট করছেন, আমরা কষ্ট করছি স্যার, ঠিক আছে। এই যে হোটেলে বসে ক্লাস নিচ্ছি স্যার। দেখি allow attendance গতদিন কি আমরা দেখি না বাবু তানভীর কতটুকু 9:40 বাংলাদেশ থেকে হলে 9:10 9:10 হ্যাঁ পারবো শুরু হয়। ওকে, অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স প্লিজ। খুব দ্রুত বলবেন সবাই। Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.